three-wheel got a little bit of a jump at the start. Benjamin Nelson will not jump.
We are live here for the Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days Xfinity Series live from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Should be a fun race. I am your host, Adam Chapman. I'm going to be by myself tonight. Delaney Dunn not with me here tonight. Unfortunately, she's out doing some other personal stuff at her local racetrack. So it is just me and me only tonight. So y'all got to listen to me for a couple hours and deal with it. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. I didn't have anybody else with me tonight. Everybody's really busy with the Indianapolis race that is going on with iRacing and also the All-Star race tonight with them guys. Anyway, so it's not a big field here tonight. We actually got one of our smallest fields that we've had here in a while. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing because it's going to make for excellent racing. Only right now 14 drivers showing up right now, with the fastest in this practice being Benjamin Nelson. And Benjamin, one of them guys that just always seems to find his way up towards the front. And, I mean, we always see him up there, and it would not be surprised to see him possibly pick up the win here tonight at all. Skylar Allen also in here as well. A couple of new guys, well, not new guys. Landon Lacey up there currently right now in second. Right behind him, John Ronaldo in at 23. And on further back throughout the field, you can see. I also just want to mention real fast that some of the paints will not show up on broadcast because I had to update my trading paints, and apparently, from what I read, some of the paints are not working with this version of Trading Paint. So I'll figure it out once it updates and once they put the patch out for it. So just looking right now, complete standings right now, Eric Spencer currently first. Take that back. That was actually the wrong league I was looking at. Well, it wasn't the wrong league. Just the wrong series I was looking at. So we will get this up, and I will update everybody on the points. I'm pretty sure it is Benjamin Nelson in first right now. I will also go ahead and get my pick in right now. I'm going to actually go with Benjamin Nelson in that number 46 car to get the win here tonight. I don't quite know if that's what's going to happen, but we'll see here in just a few short laps. This race is 150 laps. Yes, 150 laps tonight are on the task here tonight. So, real quick, we'll look here at the weather. And we'll get that sorted out. So, we'll take a look real fast. Look at the weather. It is 76 degrees here at Charlotte, late afternoon skies. As also the track info, track temp, right at 101. 101. Wow, that's awful high. I did not realize that high. So these drivers are going to be facing a bunch of different stuff here tonight. They're going to be facing tire wear. That's going to be the big issue as we come into here. So that's something to be watching out for. These guys was off last week where Eric Borelli was able to get the win. However, like I said, Benjamin Nelson currently your points leader by 84 points over Eric Borelli. Eric Minch back in third after losing that second spot. Back in fourth, we got Jeff Wepker. Skylar Allen is up in fifth. Austin Marion is also tied with fifth. John Ronaldo, Nate Anderson, who is not here tonight, Cody Blackmore, and James Finn. And a couple of these guys are not here tonight, so there's actually a lot of points to be made for a lot of these guys. All right, so practice ending up now. The warm-up, or should I say, we're about to get qualifying underway here for the Lazy Days Xfinity Series. Link is in the description for anybody out there wanting to find out more. As practice qualifying. You can see Eric Minch pulling out. And see, he's one of the paint schemes that is not showing tonight for some reason. Hopefully, that will actually fix, I hope. I don't know. But like I said, it's an issue ongoing with Trading Paints. They're still working on it. They've been actually working on that for a while now. So hopefully it'll be fixed. So we'll watch Eric here go around the track in that 00 car. See if he can get a run here. I meant to mention last night for people that watched the Truck Series, I wanted to give a shout out to Lee Rigney at the end of that race. I forgot he actually worked his way up a long way in that race, and I believe was in the top 6 or 7. I think he finished 8th actually in that race, but after starting in the back. So good for him. We'll see if he's able to keep that momentum going for him tonight in the right direction. As Minch now on his first lap in that 00 car. Like I said, some guys will not be able to see paint schemes for. However, we will have their names and stuff up and make sure we update. And Eric Minch actually going to slow down so he can get a slower lap. So we will go and look here at now Benjamin Nelson as he comes off turn 2 and into 3. Actually running that high line, so this is actually his first lap. And he'll try to see what he can do here on his second lap, which is his speed lap. We'll also try to get an interview here with him as well and talk a little bit about his season up to date so far and what he expects to happen with this race. Nine starts for Benjamin Nelson. This will be the 10th start so far. 5 wins on the season for the number 46 Chevrolet. Not out of Australia. And Benjamin Nelson going to put down his lap. And Derek Pemberton on the pole right now. Benjamin Nelson not faster his second lap. We're going to be right now sitting in the 6th place. Derek Pemberton on the front row right now. Wow, that's impressive. Great lap there for Derek. And I'm pretty sure that was actually Benjamin Nelson's first lap, by the way. So we're actually going back to watch him. Currently 7th right now. We'll see if he could jump up and knock Derek off the pole. And good lap coming to the stripe. Across the line. And he will go up to the pole. Benjamin Nelson to the lead. Or to first, should I say. Skylar Allen also out on track. We'll bring Benjamin Nelson in real fast. Hey, Benjamin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I want to get you in here right now. I know you're currently sitting on the pole as qualifying goes on here. I want to talk a little bit about your season right now. 9 starts, 5 wins, 5 poles currently. Is that kind of what you expected? Did you expect to come in here right now leading the points and dominate this season so far like you have?
Well, I always expect to perform to my full potential, but I can never predict what anybody else does. So I knew I was going to give it all I had, and it just worked out that way.
Now, like I said, you've had 5 wins so far. You've dominated much of them wins that you have won. Currently sitting first right now. What do we expect out of the car here tonight?
I expect it to be pretty snappy into the corners, especially in 3 and a little bit into 1 with that hill. But mostly I'm worried about my PC because Thursday it crashed, and it's possible that it'll do it again because I just upgraded my hardware and it's not compatible with each other.
Okay. All right, man. We'll be watching. Good luck, and hopefully everything works out, and we'll be watching.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Benjamin Nelson. Next up, I'll bring in Curtis Martin a little bit further back in the field right now. Hey, Curtis, you got a copy?
I do.
So I'm getting some interviews right now with just different drivers throughout the field. You're currently sitting 9th now after just getting knocked off the 8th spot. I know your name says spotter only. That's because you was spotting before. However, anyway, let's talk a little bit here tonight. You come in here starting 9th tonight. What do you think about going into Charlotte? What's going to be the biggest issue?
Definitely the biggest issue tonight. This track's normally, it's normally a loose track when you go under too much throttle, but the track's got a lot of dust on it. So getting on the throttle's a little bit more technical. You got to take a little bit more care with your throttle times. If you just get on it, it's just gonna kick. The back end's just loose.
We expect long runs as well tonight. And one thing I was going to ask you, as long as what I meant to ask Benjamin as well, how different will these restarts be? How tough will they be being the marbles and stuff is left out on the track?
I think with it having tire marbles plus the dust, I think wheel spin's going to be a lot of an issue if for guys that start at lower gears or get right on the gas. I think some of the guys are going to experience some issues if they weren't practicing their exits in the pits.
All right, man. We're going to be watching you throughout the race, get a couple interviews here throughout the race, and I'll talk to you here soon.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up, we'll bring in Skylar Allen, currently sitting in the 5th spot, I believe, where he qualified. Skylar, got a copy?
Yeah, Adam, I'm here, buddy. What's up?
Man, let me ask you the same question that I asked Benjamin. You're coming in here 5th in points, tied for 5th in points with it is Austin Marion tied with you, who has starting to move up a little bit here, and I believe he is in here tonight. What's your thoughts coming into this race, man? This is kind of not a super long race, but still a pretty good distance. What do you think about here tonight?
It's one of our longest races of the year, and I'm really looking forward to the race tonight. I feel like I've got a decent car if I can keep the wheels under it. Man, there's so much dust on the track, and I don't understand the whole, why. But it is what it is. We're gonna strap it in here. We're gonna get ready to go. We got 150 laps tonight. Starting in 5th, so we're gonna see if we can't keep this Chick-fil-A Camry up toward the front, and maybe lift this curse that's been on me all year.
Yeah, let me ask you a question about that. You've had bad luck recently, but you're still 5th in points. I know you're going to try to get a win. Everybody comes in here trying to get a win. What would be satisfying for you coming in here? I know a win, like I said, I know that would satisfy you. What is your main goal coming in here tonight besides a win?
Well, I mean, right now, we kind of have a situation where we have a smaller field tonight, I think, because the Indy 500's running and the All-Star race just ended and whatnot. So we have a smaller field. So if I can just keep the fenders on it and finish the race tonight, I'd really be satisfied with that.
All right, real fast before we get ready to go green. Hot track, what's the car going to do, you think, on the long runs?
Oh, man, I think on the longer run, it's going to get really tight. And I know just even 10 laps in, the car starts to get real tight. But entry is loose, so it's tight middle to center to exit, and it's loose entry. So it's going to be a rough night.
All right, man, I'll be watching. And good luck. You need me to move you back up before you go green?
Yes, please.
All right, good luck, buddy. That was Skylar Allen. We're getting ready to go green here. Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Charlotte 225. Benjamin Nelson on that front row with Austin Mayer and Derek Pemberton up in 4th, and 3rd place is Landon Lacey. Pace cars in. 15 cars making a start, and the green flag waves, and we are officially green here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. As you can already see, cars fanning out. 3 wide already through the trove. We don't know who that is in that red Bud car, but definitely on the high side, and it looks like most of the paints are actually working now, so that's awesome. All but the 81 currently not working. So there's a couple paints not, but right now Benjamin Nelson trying to get out to the lead. Once again, guys, it is me by myself tonight. Delaney Dunn doing some stuff at her local racetrack, so she will not be with us tonight. So it'll just be me, so you'll have to listen to my pretty voice for the next hour and a half. Landon Lacey up to 2nd, had a good car last night. He was able to get around 3rd or 2nd of the 78, and he moves up a spot here, trying to run down Benjamin Nelson. Going to have a run, and it's going to be interesting to see how he does here during this race, if he keeps his car clean. We got a car in the wall. That is the Bud car. I don't know who that is, but he absolutely tore the wall down. And trying to see, it looks like that is Lee Gandry, and the number 29 Bud Chevrolet currently in 10th right now with a ton of damage on that left or right front side. And we'll be watching that very closely, because damage here can absolutely be a killer for these cars. And a little bit further back, Lee Gandry holding on to 12th, trying to keep Austin Marion from getting around him And at 65, remember, we're keeping in mind we are not seeing some paints. It looks like it's actually only on the Fords we're not seeing the paints on. That's extremely odd. Looks like there's a Toyota back there as well we're not seeing the paint on. But most of these cars we are seeing paints on, which is odd. Either way, here comes the 65 taking that spot away. And now the 11 of Jeremy Rigney trying to pass, I believe, his brother side by side. The Twisted T Chevrolet or Toyota trying to hold that spot. Back up front, it is Derek Pemberton trying to run down. You take a look back here at the 78. That's Daryl Rector driving that gray Chevrolet back there behind the 81 car. Derek's paint also not working. So we stay green here. By the way, congratulations to the All-Star race. For people that don't know, Kyle Busch able to pick up the victory tonight. There's on board Derek Pemberton. I painted that helmet and suit. Thank you very much. But pretty cool to see Kyle get a win, although it does not count for points. Still cool to see him win $1 million. Not like he needs it. He could pass it over my way if he wants to. Skylar Allen up to 5th, being attacked now by Freeman Kelly, which I'm not super. I don't exactly know who that is off the top of my head, but so that's who we're watching right now. And I want to apologize, guys. By the way, if the stream is lagging, I will fix it. I was messing around with some stuff earlier, and I think I just fixed it just now. So, it'll be okay. Crystal, I know you're happy about Kyle winning. I would be. Chase Elliott didn't do much, but looking back there at the 31 car, you can see him trying to put a pass on Skylar now. Skylar running a little bit higher line. We'll see if he's able to keep that momentum on that high line out of turn 4, side by side. That 31's a really nice looking car. Don't worry, guys. The stream will fix. I promise. I'm fixing it right now. Just give me just a second, and it will work out. As a caution comes out, the 96 goes around. That is Skylar Allen, who is not smoking, but does have a ton of damage on that car with the 31. We're going to look at a replay here. So what I'm going to do, by the way, guys, I'm going to stop the broadcast real quick and just restart it. So you might have to hit refresh just to make sure everything's good. Alright, we are back in here now. Benjamin Nelson's still out front. Sorry about that. I had to make sure I updated all my stuff right, make sure everything was good. And I believe it is. I could be wrong, but we'll be watching it. If it does lag, I will fix it, I promise. And we should have pits coming this time. Look at all the dust on the track. One car staying out right now. Make that possibly 2 cars staying out. Everybody else coming down pit road. And Benjamin Nelson slides into his pit box. And it looks like the 4th place car, the 78 possibly. No, I don't know who that was. Might have missed their pit box. I believe it may have been the 78. No, it was not the 78. Race off pit road. Benjamin Nelson, Landon Lacey. Looks like Jack Williams. Is that right? Jack Williams is off 5th. So it is Austin Marion stayed out in the 65. Eric Spencer stayed out in the 73. Benjamin Nelson comes out in 3rd. Landon Lacey 4th. Jack Williams comes out in 5th. Take a look real fast at our pit stops last time by. Out of the ones that did pit, it was the, looked like Nelson. No, Briggs, the 93. Just a little bit faster. I haven't mentioned him at all. Mitchell Briggs up to 9th now. So good stop there for him with a 13.47. And it looks like we are going to have our 2 leaders come down and pit as well. So that's going to turn the lead back over to Benjamin Nelson. Austin stayed out to get that extra bonus point, which is a big bonus point. We will bring in someone here. Let's bring in, I don't want to bring in Landon. You know what? Let's bring in Lee here. Haley, you got a copy? Haley, you got a copy? Okay. I don't think he's there at the moment, so we'll bring in actually his brother, Jeremy, if I can find him. Is he in here? I don't know if he's actually in here or not. He is not. So I'm just looking to see who I can bring in. Bring in Daryl, the 78. Hey, Daryl, you got a copy? Nope, he's not there either. We will get somebody, I promise. Maybe not, but we're trying. We're not going to worry about this time. We'll get it next time. Try to pick it up. It looks like we are doubling up. Pace lights are off on the pace car, so we'll be waiting to go green this time by as we work our first caution of the night. As Skylar Allen gets into it a little bit there. And I believe he did get a lot of his, he's still on pit road getting his damage fixed. He should be able to get back out there, I would expect. But unfortunately, Skylar going to be back in 14th right now after him and the 31 of Freeman Kelly made contact with each other and cost both of them their race. Unfortunately, that does happen. Skylar was hoping to come in here for a big race, and unfortunately not going to be able to. Next week, we come back with these guys. I don't think they race the trucks next week, but they do race the K&N, and I think, yeah, Saturday they have the All-Star race, so that'll be fun to have their All-Star race with these guys. Here we go. Benjamin Nelson, Landon Lacey, Jack Williams. Jack with a good stop last time as well, 13.9. And Darrell Rector up on the front 2 rows. Pace car about to pull in. And the green flag about to wave. Green flag in the air. We are back racing. And back in that 3rd row and 6. It looks like Curtis Martin almost thought about pulling out of line and making it 3 wide. He's going to think better of that. We'll see which line prevails here as we work through turns number 2. Looks like Benjamin able to pull out there by about 2 car lengths now over Landon. Jack Williams going to be racing Landon Lacey real hard right here. That is a battle for second. 2 teammates from Center Force Racing going at it. Jack actually blinked right there just for a second. He'll be okay. Actually, this is like 4 Center Force Racing guys up in the top 6 right now. Or should I say 3 Center Force Racing guys up in the top 6 right now. I don't know how long that's going to last because here comes Jack Williams looking underneath Benjamin Nelson. Not going to be able to get there just yet. And we're going to be 3 wide back here between 3 teammates. Curtis Martin going to be stuck on the middle. No, he's actually going to be putting the block here on the 78. Here comes the 81 of Derek Pemberton now trying to get by the 78 of Darrell. Don't know if he's going to be able to do it. Come through the tri-oval. To give you everybody an update, the fastest last time out on the track was that 46 of Benjamin Nelson. Take a little bit further look back here in the field. Here's Jeremy Rigney now working on the back of the 93 of Michael Briggs. Coming through the tri-oval. Tough sledding right now for a lot of these guys. Some of these guys not exactly where they want to be. Right now, as we take a look back here at the 00 of Eric Minch, not exactly where he wants to be out on track. Not exactly where he started. He is actually up 1 spot, which is good. He may actually just be biding his time. I'm sure Eric's actually a really patient driver, so I'm sure he's just waiting for some of the crashes to happen, if they happen. That's a gamble you take on that. But if these guys get single file and still start logging laps, you might not have much of a problem with wrecks happening. So just something to keep an eye on. Here we go. 93 underneath the 81. That moves Michael Briggs, who is one of our biggest movers right now, up to 6th place. He did start 6th, but he actually fell back to, I believe, 8th place it was. So he's back up to 6th now. Anybody out there in the chat, give me your thoughts on who's going to win this race out of the top 10. Or will it be somebody a little bit further back, such as the 00 of Eric Minch? Remember, I just want to point this out. A lot of guys are not actually in this race because of the Indianapolis 500 that is being ran tonight by iRacing. Somebody right there behind, you can see the 29 of Lee Gantry in that Budweiser car. He's got a little bit of damage still on that right front. He did spend some time actually on pit road, but right now he's still trailing. Last time by, Landon Lacey is actually faster than Benjamin Nelson. Now, this is where it gets tough because Landon is a very talented driver. I know that from, I've known him for almost a year now. He's a really good driver. He's looking underneath Benjamin Nelson here in the 46. Benjamin going to dive it, try to arc it in. Landon takes more of a flat entrance. We'll see if the 35 tires hold. The 46 should get the run off the corner and be able to clear him. No, they're still going to be side by side entering turn 3 and 4. Landon Lacey trying to get the lead here at the stripe. Benjamin Nelson still leads that lap. They're still side by side working through 1 and 2 now. It's difficult. Benjamin's got the option to run Landon down, and right there Landon's just going to fall back in line. But he actually had the option to run Landon down and hold him on that white line. Now, he did give Landon a lot of room. That's one thing I do respect a lot about Benjamin in that 46 is we got a spin. Curtis Martin's going through the grass. We got to keep it on this. So far, everything's good. He's going to have to keep it on the bottom. And he does keep it on the bottom. Great save by Curtis Martin in that 0-3. Now, he does got a little bit of time to make up now. We'll get a look here at this. Coming off turn 4 through the grass. Great save by that 03 car. See the dust kicking up. And we spoke to Skyler about this a little bit earlier. He was surprised at how much dirt is actually on this racetrack. And there's still quite a bit down. The 78 almost gets to the wall. Actually, the 78 has made contact with the wall. You can see on that right front a little bit of damage there. Back up front, Derek Pemberton, Eric Spencer going at it. And 81's around into the wall. And we'll take a look here. And it looks like he just got loose in the turns 1 and 2. Had it, actually he was in the wall before, but it don't look like he's got too much damage. He should be able to get that most of that repaired. Unfortunately for him, fortunately for him, nobody else made contact with him. So like I said, some of these paints you are not going to be able to see. I don't really know why. It's just something going on with trading paints. So that happens. Let's see. Who can we bring in down for interviews? Do we want to bring anybody down right now? Should I just bring somebody down while they're getting ready to pit and scream? I wonder what they do. He is not necessarily out, but he's not looking good. He's been on pit road for 10 minutes. He's going to come back out, but his not, as far as winning, is done. I'm just going to be honest. It is done. He's 15 laps down at the moment. The 96 of Skylar Allen is. And somebody there made contact with the cone. Don't know who that was, but here we come to pit road. Oh, almost contact back there with Curtis Martin and Lee Gandry as Curtis was coming to his pit box. And I don't know if Lee actually got in or not. He is still sitting there. That's not good because he was actually... Yeah, he's backing up now. That is not Lee, by the way. I thought it was Lee. Yes, it was Lee, actually. Wow. Race off pit road. Michael Briggs stayed out, and he will lead a lap, I believe. Benjamin Nelson will come out second. Landon Lacey third. Fourth goes to Jack Williams right now. And fifth goes to Jeremy Rigney, who, great stop there by Jeremy. I don't think he's actually on. He is not. I was actually going to bring him up, but it don't look like he's actually on. So let's bring in a 65. I don't even know if he's actually in TeamSpeak either. There he is. Bring him in. Hey, Austin, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, you started 13th up to, it looks like 5th now. Tough track so far. I've seen a lot of people getting loose, but you're one of the biggest movers of the race. Can you talk us through so far of what you're feeling out there?
Yeah, the track's pretty loose. I've just been patient, taking my time getting around here. I've already seen about 4 or 5 people spin out in front of me, so it's pretty dicey out there right now.
For sure, man. Do you expect the groove to possibly move up any? I know the track's still a little bit dirty right now. Is it a possibility the groove could move up some during this race?
I think it could. I tried out the high groove during practice for a little bit. It started kind of working in, but I think it's got a little bit more dirt back on it since. I think if guys start traveling up there, it'll clean up pretty quick and work itself in pretty good.
All right, man. We're going to be watching you so far. One of the biggest movers of the race. Keep it up, and hopefully we talk to you here towards the end.
All right, thanks, bud.
Thanks, man. That was Austin Marion. I want to bring back in Curtis real fast. Hey, Curtis, you got me?
I do.
Man, talk us through that save.
Yeah, the back end just snapped once I got back into the throttle, which is all the marbles on the track, and just added a little bit of counter to it, throttled it, knew the only place I was going through was the grass, and just slowed it down so I could keep it to a decent speed, and get it to turn 1 and wait for the field to go by, and then drive my way back up.
It looks like you just got just a slight bit of damage, not enough to slow you down, I don't think. Do you think you got what it takes to possibly get up there and run with the top guys here?
I think I could definitely get it back after a little bit of contact. I don't know who it was. I made a little bit of contact with someone in the pits, but took very little damage. I doubt it's going to slow me down at all.
All right, man. Anybody want to thank or give a shout out or anything like that?
At this point, my car for that save.
That makes a lot of sense, man. All right, we'll be watching. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
That was Curtis Martin, driver number 03 Toyota, as he starts working his way back up. As we get ready to go back green. Try to get an interview with Benjamin Nelson next, if possible, as long as everything works out. All right, pace car about to drop in. There it goes, and the green flag about to wave, and once again, green flag waves as we just come out of our second caution. Great start there for Landon Lacey. He's actually pulled a nose out in front of Benjamin Nelson. Side by side entering turn 1. I don't think it's going to be able to help Landon get clear, but he's going to be able to make a little bit of room there and slide down in front of Jack Williams in that 15. Skylar Allen is back out on track. I just want to update that. He is back out on track. Good run back a little bit further for these guys. Let's take a little bit look here. Who was that? There we go. The 29 and Derek and the 81 of Derek Pemberton going at it. Lee Gandry with that little bit of damage. He was on pit road a little bit. Well, he wasn't on there too long. I figured he would stay on there longer and get most of that fixed. He's up into the wall just a little bit. That is what happens when you get up into the marbles. You should start seeing a slide. I don't know who that was blinking a few seconds ago. That is Derek Pemberton blinking. It could be a warning here soon. We'll keep an eye on that. Eric Spencer running right behind him, so I'm sure he's letting Derek know, hey, you need to let me go because you're blinking. Unfortunately, that's what happens on iRacing sometimes. So. Looking back, you can see. Oh, no, you can't now. You see that 93 of Michael Briggs looks like he actually thought he got into the wall. Or Mitchell Briggs, I'm sorry. But I thought he did, but don't look like I seen any damage on the front of that car. So it looks like he should be okay in that Chevrolet. He's actually running a little bit lower line compared to this 29. 29 right now entering on middle and trying to hold it there. 93 of Mitchell's actually running the state water heaters, the one that Kurt Busch used to run a couple times. I believe he's ran that in the Cup Series. So pretty cool looking paint. Actually, it's a little bit different. Watching these two battle, this is actually a battle for the 9th place as this run continues. Racing each other with a lot of respect right now. A lot of guys need to, there's certain guys that realize how long this race is, and I think we're seeing it, honestly, with Mitchell. I know Lee's got up into the wall a couple times, but he's actually a very patient driver, honestly. And I think I think a lot of guys understand how long the race is, and realize 33 laps in, there's not much you can really do. You can't win it, as we got the 73 of Eric Spencer into the wall, coming into 1 and 2. He's actually running right behind Skylar Allen. You see Skylar dropping to the apron, not going to slow these guys up. Show you a little bit of what I'm talking about by sand and stuff like that. We should be able to see it come up. You can actually see some of the marbles flying from the back end of the car. We'll see it right there as well. So the dust ain't as bad as what it was. There's still quite a bit on the lower part of the track, on the back stretch. This is on board with Skylar Allen, by the way. I just want to make sure I clear that up. And he's going to go ahead and let the 00 of Eric Minch go around. Back up front, 3-car breakaway. Benjamin Nelson's got his hands full and his mirror full right now of Landon Lacey and Jack Williams both. As both the CFR drivers trying to work their way up, riding on board with Benjamin Nelson. Currently first has led 31 out of the 35 laps. Has led every lap under green, I do believe. Besides the ones we've had under caution, he's led every lap. So having a good run once again tonight. Jack Blink just a little bit there. This is good experience, though. For anybody that honestly runs behind Benjamin any time of the race, they get a lot of experience. It helps them because if a lot of guys don't understand what iRating out there is, if you're new to watching iRacing or something like that, it's pretty simple. iRating is skill. The higher the iRating, the more skilled the driver is, the more they've won. Big wreck behind them. Derek Pemberton in the wall, I believe, once again. And that will take him out for good. It looked like the 70, or I'm sorry, who was that? Seen somebody going down. Yeah, 73. Also involved. We'll take a look here as Derek Pemberton will have to reset his car and go back to pit road, and that's going to end his night. Derek once again getting up and possibly the loose marbles. Yes, as he also had a blinking issue, and he goes hard into the wall. And unfortunately, right there, the 73 got involved, and the 29 was able to avoid that. That was great driving by him, as we will hop on board here and ride from on board of the 29 car. Rat Cap is right up in front of him. Should be a pretty close call here. As he is able to squeeze by the wounded 81 car of Derek. And that's going to bring us back down pit road as our third caution comes out. So far, quite a few cautions come out so far tonight. It looks like the 29 may have missed his pit box, so he's going to have to come back down pit road. Eric Minch stayed out. 13 laps on his tires. I expect him to come back down, but here comes race off pit road. It is Benjamin Nelson, followed by, once again, the 35. Jack Williams loses a few spots here. Jeremy Rigney will come out in third. Austin Marion, Jack Williams comes out in fifth. Curtis Martin sixth. Mitchell Briggs, as Eric Minch and Lee Gaindry did stay out on track. Remember, Lee, I think, missed his pit box, and Eric, I'm sure, is staying out just to get that bonus lap led. All right, guys, we're going to step away. Be right back.
Without your support, a world without type 1 diabetes is only a dream. And it's impossible to think that life will get better for generations to come. Because we know progress is uncertain. It's why we refuse to believe the struggle will eventually fade away. Relieving the constant counting, testing, and injecting is beyond our control. Because life-changing discoveries are not our destiny. But your donation can change our destiny. Because life-changing discoveries are not beyond our control. Relieving the constant counting, testing, and injecting, the struggle will eventually fade away. It's why we refuse to believe progress is uncertain, because we know, for generations to come, life will get better. And it's impossible to think that a world without type 1 diabetes is only a dream. Together, we can turn type 1 into type none. Join us now at jdrf.org.
actually, really enjoy dirt racing. Feels good to get in the car, and we have, great cars and engines and things at KKR, so it's nice to drive a fast sprint car.
Couple of separate lines developing, three wide action on a turn two. Craig Kinzer, Casey Kane, and Kieran Pittman going at it.
I think the differences between, NASCAR and the sprint races on dirt is just a much different mindset. The way you drive your cars, the setup, the feel you're looking for. I think one of the hardest things to
Well, apparently I accidentally exited that commercial, and I did not mean to. I hit the wrong button. As we are waiting to go back green. Benjamin Nelson back out in front. Landon Lacey. Jeremy Rigney now up to third. Great run for that 11 car so far. He can keep his nose clean. He may be a factor to mess with. I'm seeing about 7 cars that has a really great chance. Possibly 8 cars that I'm seeing throughout the field that has a good chance. Some a little bit further back. I think the 84 may have something. He's sitting at 8th right now. I don't know if he's quite sure. And the 00 still may have something as well. Pace car pulls in, and we're about to go back green flag racing. And the green flag waves here at Charlotte. You see apparently he's not waving a flag. But Landon Lacey with a good jump that time at restart. Maybe in a review. I don't quite know, but it looked good to me. As Landon Lacey's still side by side. He is going to give that spot back to Benjamin Nelson, it looks like. He's going to fall in beside him. And talked to Landon just a second ago during that commercial, and he said it's so hard to pass on the bottom that the car is really loose, especially early on. So that's something to be keeping on. Here we go. Battle for third. Jeremy Rigney, Austin Marion going to the high side now. Jack Williams looking to go 3 wide through the tri-oval. This is never a good thing, by the way. I just want to point that out. Jack thinking better and stepping out of that. He does get around to 65 right now. Yes, Jack Williams trying to make another pass in that 15 car. Working on the back of the 11, bringing Curtis Martin along with him in that 5th place. Curtis now takes away 5th from that 65. As we continue to stay green here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jack with a big run through turn 3 and 4. Almost collects the 11. Trying to figure out any way to get by. Remember, I did say, we got a battle up front, by the way. Landon Lacey, Benjamin Nelson now battling for the lead. Landon to the inside. He said that car gets loose on the bottom. We'll see if he's able to just to keep it clean. He did get a good run out of 2. As we watch these guys work out of turns 3 and 4. Landon with the nose right now. Benjamin coming back strong on that high side. Who will lead this lap? It will be Benjamin Nelson. Once again, leading that lap. Slight advantage that time. Very close. 3/100,000th of a second at the line, I believe. Now, Landon was able to get a nose out front there once again as they still battle back behind them. That clean air is so big here. And you can see it. That 35 just having a little bit of aero push when running that low line right now. And side draft pulling him up the track. By the way, Jack Williams able up to get up to 3rd. Curtis Martin up to 4th. That battle has settled down just a little bit. This is our biggest battle out on the track right now, and I take that back because we got a big one going back here. The 93, Mitchell Briggs working his way back up. Started back in 9th, I believe. Now up to the 6th position after that last restart. So the 93 looking to make a big move here as this race continues on. Just want to let everybody know that tomorrow we'll be live again for the CFR Championship, starting at 7:55 p.m. Eastern. After that, we actually have a week break from that league, or from my league, should I say? And then, from there we go to Indianapolis. Tomorrow's Texas, then Indianapolis 2 weeks later. So tomorrow's round 1 of the first chase, or round 3 of the first chase race. So we'll be. Definitely, it should be a fun race. Pretty good battle right here for the top 6 through 9 spots. Everybody pretty much knows the tail. Skylar Allen, you can see him on the bottom right now, is trying to get some spots back. Now, he can make up quite a few spots. I just want to point that out. He can actually get all the way up to 11th, which is pretty big for him since he is running for points, especially when there are some guys in here that are not actually, or some guys are not in this race that are in top 10 in points. That could be big. And what the heck was that? As I don't know who that was. Somebody plowed the wall. Who is that? Is it Eric Minch maybe? No. Oh, but Mitchell Briggs saves it. I was trying to see who that was. Slammed the wall. It may have been this car. That's who it was. Austin Marion slammed the wall. Weird coming out right here. You want to talk about what marbles to do? Watch this. Hard into the wall is a 65 Austin Marion. We just talked to him. He was having a good run. He gets a little bit of damage now. He's going to have a little bit of work to do on that car. We'll see if he's able to get it fixed. He should be okay with this much time left, but he's going to need a caution here soon, I would say. I've noticed after about 10 laps, as Landon Lacey now way off the pace a little bit, about evenly spaced between Landon, Jack, and Benjamin. Pretty much single file all the way up through the first. Really starting to space out now. Biggest battle right here between the 7th and 8th of Eric Minch and Lee Rigney, and other than that, there is not much going on out on the track that I see. Mitchell Briggs did bring it down pit road. He is actually on pit road right now, so unfortunately for him, his night may be over. But I'm noticing one thing about this. The cars, to me, look like they're getting what everybody thought would be tight. A lot of people are just losing them inner, and I'm wondering if they should actually flatten out some of these corners instead of arcing them in so much. That's what I've noticed. As Jack Williams is hard into the wall, he's going to go around. Will anybody make contact? He's going to have to hold the brake. And the 29's around as well. Wow, that was a strange event. And we'll get a replay. As Jack Williams, not running third, will come to an end after blowing up. Did the same thing everybody's done. Everybody has done this. And right there, Lee actually did the same thing and backs her into the wall. Slightly touches it. I don't know what it is, but we are seeing multiple cars in trouble tonight here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And I'm saying multiple cars. Everybody, it seems like after about 10 laps or so, loses it. I'm not sure what that's about, but unfortunately for Jack Williams, his night's going to be done. And I want to point this out. I think Landon Lacey disconnected. I will find out, but I think he actually dropped connection as he was running second. So that's not good for him. And we'll see. I don't see him out on track anywhere. We will be right back after another commercial break. Hopefully get Casey Kane in all this time.
I actually, really enjoy dirt racing. Feels good to get in the car, and we have, great cars and engines and things at KKR. So it's nice to drive a fast sprint car.
Couple of separate lines developing. 3 wide action on a turn 2. Craig Kinzer, Casey Kane, and Garrett Pittman going at it.
I think the differences between, NASCAR and the sprint races on dirt is just a much different mindset. The way you drive your cars, the setup, the feel you're looking for. I think one of the hardest things to tell as a fan is when you're watching a race, whether it's a NASCAR race, a dirt race, is just what's really going on in the car. With iRacing, you can get the way that the track's changing, which they've done a great job in how the track changes throughout the night or throughout the race, just to try to capture it and let the fans play it and realize, like, man, there's actually a lot going on. and you can't always see that when you watch a race. So I think it's pretty neat. It's, you know, enjoyable for me, but at the end of the day, it's actually much of a simulation, and there's a lot of ways that you can learn from that. And, you know, early on, it was neat to look at the Cup tracks that I was going to, places that I had never been. So I think it kind of gives you a head start leading into a weekend. It's pretty real life, and that's pretty neat.
We're back here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, about to go green again. Big news just happened. Landon Lacey actually disconnected. He is showing 1 lap down currently. He's going to have to try to reconnect fast and hopefully get back on the lead lap and get the lucky dog. With that said, only 7 cars are on the lead lap currently. This is pretty big. I'm going to be honest. A lot of cars right now not happy. And honestly, I think a lot of it's got to do with the Indianapolis race that's going on. There's been a lot of issues lately with iRacing and people connection issues, especially today. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not a good thing for sure. So Landon Lacey definitely going to go at least 2 to possibly 3 laps down. Definitely going to have some help to get back on the lead lap if he connects back. So, with that said, it is Benjamin Elson, Curtis Martin, Jeremy Rigney, and Lee Gantry up in the top 4. Pace car drops in. You can see pretty much all the cars that's out on the track. Not very many. As pace cars in, we're back to green flag here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And somebody did not get going. Curtis Martin 3 wide through the tri-oval with the 29, who gets up into the marbles and still 3 wide. The 11 may have just moved Curtis Martin up the track just a little bit. Right now, it is Benjamin Elson leading the way. Biggest battle is going to be right here with 3rd place and the 29. As we stay green so far. Here comes Curtis looking to the inside of the 29. That is Lee Gantry with a lot of damage on that car, but still up in the top 3 now as Curtis takes the 2nd spot away. So move that 0-3 back up to the 2nd spot. And it looks like that is Landon Lacey pulling out of pits. It is going to be 4 laps down, so he's going to have some work. However, if cautions do come out, he will be the lucky dog. Nobody else has passed him. So that is good news for him. Unfortunately, though, he is sitting 8th, so a lot of stuff's going to have to happen with this many cars. I don't think you're going to have that many cautions now. Unless there's just spins or something like that. Anyway. But it's something we're definitely keeping an eye on throughout this. Everybody's starting to space out here just a little bit. There's Landon right there. His car looks good. Unfortunately, due to connection issues, going to be shown in 8th place, 4 laps down right now to our leader. Right here, Curtis Martin. Looks like he may have gotten into the wall. Nope. Did he save it? Let's see. Could this be his 2nd save of the night? Coming through turns 1 and 2. Just gets loose into the shade, or from the shade to the sun, and caution flies, and it looks like we'll see who it is. I have no idea who that was. We'll stay with this just for a minute because I'm trying to figure out where the caution actually came from, just to see. Well, it wasn't them. What was the caution? Skylar Allen goes around. Coming off turn 4. And there he goes. Just gets up in the marbles. We talked about that dust and stuff. He tried to save it. Into the wall once again. Skylar Allen not where he wants to be as he backs it up and continues on. Rough night for that 96 car. But, and all this said, he's up to 11th. And he's actually got a chance to make up a couple spots. He can get a top 10, to be completely honest. As Eric Minch stays out. Benjamin Nelson on pit road now. Benjamin Nelson catching back up with the back of the pack. The 29 stayed out. Actually, wait, the 29 actually, I'm showing he actually did pit, I think. Yeah, he did pit. He actually beat the Benjamin Nelson off pit road. So, great stop there for Lee Gandry right now, showing in at first place with that damage. He had a 13.9 second stop compared to Benjamin Nelson's 15-second stop. So, Benjamin on pit road just for a little bit longer. And right now, Landon Lacey was able to get back one of his laps, so he's being shown 3 laps down now. And he is on pit road as well. Alright guys, we'll step away just for a minute. I'm not going to put up a commercial because it seems like it was lagging just a second ago. So I'm actually just going to leave it here. You're not going to miss no sound or anything, just not my pretty voice. Alright, we're back here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. You can see the 29 was able to win that race off pit road. This is the GFRL Lazy Days, Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days Xfinity Series, Charlotte 225, 150 laps. Got about a little less than 100 to go. I am going to bring in a special guest to help me broadcast the remainder of this race. He was just in it. Jack Williams. Jack, you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, how'd your race go, buddy?
Well, I'm in here now, so I think that answers your question.
Pretty much, yeah, that is true. 29 going to be starting on the front row here with Lee Gandry. Benjamin Nelson going to be in second place. And then Curtis Martin back in third. Jeremy Rigney up in fourth. Eric Minch fifth. Pace car pulls in. We're about to go green. As the green flag is in the air. We're back green here racing once again at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jack, let me ask you a question. Seeing a lot of these guys getting either loose or tight after about 10 laps. Is that what you was feeling as well?
Yeah, when I wrecked, I should have been in the lower lane, but if you're in that middle lane in 3 or 4, just in case your back end kicked out a little bit.
Here comes Benjamin Nelson looking to the inside now, the 29. I would expect him to take it and take back his rightful position, I guess you could say. And he will take that spot away and drive off into the sunset. Maybe. I'm just being honest. He's super quick. Being super quick here tonight. Actually, now Lee's actually right on his bumper right now. He's done in his tracks. As much damage as he's got, it's not actually hurting him too much. Got a good battle back there for 4th, it looks like. Or 5th, should I say. Jeremy Rigney, Lee Rigney, and Landon Lacey, who is currently 3 laps down, but he is working his way back up towards the front. He just needs some more cautions to come out. And right now, he will get the lucky dog if it comes back out. No, I take that back. Austin Marion right now is your lucky dog. He is 1 lap down. So, Landon's going to have a little bit of work to do right now if he's wanting to get back up there and try to get back in this race. Super fast early on, and unfortunately dropped connection, and right now we're in there.
You have to get a lap back the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, that's for sure. The 00, Eric Minch, running side by side right now in front of them with Lee Rigney in the 84. Eric maybe will take this spot away. Jack, was you feeling any grip up on that high side? We just seen the 00 get around on the high side.
Yeah, in 3 and 4, if you're, there's like a little, I can't really see it. You can see it in the car, but there's like a little black line, and you can follow that line all the way around. You just have to let off a little bit more, but you'll make it around pretty good.
Riding on board with the 00 of Eric Minch. Shade also, possibly. Right there's that black line you was talking about. Shade also probably a big factor here because iRacing does have the dynamic track. And entering turns 1 and 2, there's quite a bit of shade, which equals more grip. That could actually be why we're seeing some people get loose, because it transitions from a little bit cooler track to a hotter track. You know, I'm not really sure, but that is a possibility. Because that's where we're seeing most of our wrecks is in 1 and 2, for the most part, of that transition. That's something to be thinking about. I did not realize that. Lee Rigney going after his brother here in the 11, the 84, and the 11. That Twisted T Toyota Camry. How about old Kyle Busch winning that All-Star race?
Oh, yeah, my
You like
friend.
that. You like that, didn't you? And also going to be on the cover now of the new NASCAR game.
Really?
Yeah, he beat, I forgot who he was racing, but is on the cover. I believe he was racing Danny Hamlin, I think.
Well, I'm going to be playing that game.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that he actually did make the cover, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't Dale Earnhardt Jr., but since he's not a Toyota driver, with the new NASCAR game, Toyota actually owns part of that and the game, so they're going to put just Toyota drivers on it. I'm actually surprised it wasn't Junior, because Junior's going to be on everything soon.
Yeah.
Back up front, Eric Minch trying to run down the 29 of Gandry right in front of him in that red Budweiser car last time by. Eric a lot faster now. Eric's been saving a lot, though. Oh, and I say that, and he's going to spin.
Did you save it? Yes,
Wow.
he does. Using that grass.
That looked identical to Curtis.
Yeah.
I mean, identical. So Eric's going to come off the track. Got to be careful entering. He should be okay. He's actually got a little bit of damage on the back of that car. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Well, that's good for Lee. He don't have that pressure on him now. Back up front, Landon at Lacey actually gets around Curtis Martin that would be for second. However, by the way, I just want to say Austin Marion now 2 laps down, so Landon trying to run him down and put a pass on him. And that's big, because if they pass the 65 one more time and a caution comes out, it's going to lucky dog will go to Landon.
Yeah.
So that's a big chance right there. I mean, now we're starting to get in. We're 12 laps in on this run so far for the top, 5 guys. That's where we're starting to see a lot of issues. There's the 03 and saves it. And you can see the dust, by the way. How dusty was that track, by the way?
Wherever there wasn't rubber, there was dust. So down on the bottom, there was no really dust. Just the high lane has some dust, but that's usually it.
Could have caused an issue if you get up there in it.
Yeah, I think Curtis was talking about if you got in the dust and your tires were warm, you'd spin out. So I don't know.
That's a good possibility. One thing about I've noticed, if you do not clean up your tires and something happens, you stay out, you're going to get wheel spin if you do not clean your tires up. So we do got a battle for third now. Jeremy Rigney trying to run down to 0-3. He is on him right now, so we're watching this battle. Oh, by the way, check this out. I just want to point this out. As we watch the battle right here, we'll watch this first. Let's see, a little close right there. Here comes the 11. Underneath the 0-3. Oh, nope, 11 got loose. He hit the apron. Oh, 29 also got loose because here comes Curtis back around the 29.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. And we mentioned it's about this time when we start seeing a lot of people get loose into the corners.
Yeah, I'll go back and watch to see what happened there.
So I want to mention real fast, there was, for people that follow the short track racing, there was a big wreck at Bristol tonight. A driver got hit head on into the driver's side door in the street stock division, I believe. So, yeah, I think the driver actually got hurt. So, yeah, if anybody knows anybody out there, you know, you might just want to let you know. Eric Minch coming down pit road for some tires. Not a bad idea, to be honest. You might have to pit every 15 laps for tires. It seems like it. If you're able to hold it, you're okay. But, I mean, Benjamin Nelson, somebody, I believe that's Skylar Allen.
That's just dust, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, it is. You know, Skylar has been in 2 wrecks. He's blown up. Look at the dust fly off that car. Wow. He's blown up, got his car repaired, and he is up to 11th.
Oh my god. did he pass me yet? No,
he has not. So he's got a chance to get into the top 10 easily if he can stay out there. Now, I don't know what his temps look like in the car, but it can't be that great, you know? I mean, good for him,
though. He's been in more wrecks than me, and he's already back on the track.
Yeah, that's insane. This guy's setting sail.
I don't know what number it is.
Yep. 03 and 11 go around on pit road. And
caution should come out there.
No, caution would not come out.
And it looks like they might get some black flags, too.
You know what? I believe the 03 come down on the 11.
Yeah, I'll go back and...
Watching this. No, he gets loose. And then comes down and collects the 11.
They both get loose.
Yeah, both of them get loose. Wow. Simultaneous.
Looks like they're not going to get black flags there because...
yeah, I don't think there should be a... I mean, the only one that might get a black flag would be the 03, right? Did the 11 go through?
I think the 11, when he's turning back around, he went through the pit lane by an inch.
Now if he did hit that pit lane, that's not good. We'll be watching him, see if he's got to come back down. So we're watching the 11 right now.
Disconnected too.
I wonder why. I wonder what happened to him.
I'll go back and find that out too.
Yeah, that's true.
He was coming off a 2 and just got loose and hit the inside wall. Blew his engine.
Man, I don't know what it is, Jack. Honestly, I'm guessing it's the track temp. I'm surprised this race wasn't ran at night, to be completely honest. That really kind of surprised me. We only got 3 cars on the lead lap.
Jeez.
Yeah. So not many.
I'm pretty good at saving some cars, but when I got loose in 3 and 4, there was seriously nothing I could do. I gained traction once I got loose, and it just sent me straight up into the walls. So that's usually what's happened to everybody on the track.
Yeah, I was watching you, I was watching the 29 who was, I was watching Landon, who was directly in front of you, I think. And I seen your car. Did you overcorrect?
No, so I still had my steering wheel turned left, and the car just turned right. Like I had no
See,
control.
so that makes me think that's happened to a lot of people then, wherever I thought they've overcorrected, and honestly they haven't. Wow.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to save it because I saved the car a couple times tonight, and nothing I can do there.
Benjamin Nelson is literally gone. 13 seconds ahead right now.
Yeah, 5,000 I rating and going 5,000 miles.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Fastest out on the track last time by was actually not him, by the way. It was Curtis Martin. Unfortunately for Curtis, you know, he is a lap down. But he's back in 5th. I mean, it's not like it hurts him. He's still got a chance. I don't think he actually did. I don't know if he had to come down pit road or not, since he was actually going in slow at speed. He might have been under his minimum speed limit.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, did he actually stop and take tires? I would have went ahead and took tires. He did actually stop and take tires, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let me...
Benjamin Nelson coming to pit road? No, I thought he was.
No. I've been watching Benjamin from the chase view, and it looks like when he's turning down in the corner, his back end just wants to step out, but he's just letting off and keeping it straight somehow.
Riding on board with Benjamin Nelson. Yeah, you could hear him work the throttle. Let's actually listen to his cockpit in, as well as the RPMs and watch his miles per hour. You can hear him work the throttle. Yeah, he really feathers it.
Yeah. He touches that apron a little bit too, and it sets his car.
Yeah, it sounds like it wants to spin, to be completely honest. It really does. Just listen. He, so, 1 and 2, he don't sound too bad. It's 3 and 4 is where you really hear it at.
Yeah, 3 and 4 is, in my opinion, the loosest part of the track.
Yeah, I probably agree. Yeah, right there, you can see him working the wheel too.
Yeah, I'm watching the 00, and he was coming out of 4, and his back end stepped out a little bit. He has lots of back end damage, though.
That is Eric Minch in that 00 car. Running right behind Curtis Martin. That is not for position. Eric actually is on, well, about even tires with Curtis. Curtis actually on 6-lap tires, and Eric is on 8-lap tires. So, last time by, though, Eric Minch was faster than Curtis. And not this time.
Nice save. Wow.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do what you did, actually.
Yeah,
It kind of looked that way, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're like, uh-huh.
Yeah, let's forget about that one. Get your fidget spinner out.
Oh, I'm sitting here playing with it. Have you tried one of these yet?
I still one from a kid I don't like in my class, and I don't understand how people like them so much.
It's actually mainly for like autistic kids and stuff like that, which is cool. Other than that, you know, I don't see the big deal about them either.
It's like a toy.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. If you got ADHD, it's great though.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it is great. Oh, the 29 done the same thing that Curtis did. He was able to save it. That was actually for second. However, his brother, Lee, I'm sorry, no, he's not his brother. We got 2 Lees in the top 3. I'm sorry, it's confusing me. And almost the same name, Gandry and Rigney. But that does actually allow Lee in the 84 to close in just a little bit. But I want you to listen, though. The 28, okay, so the fastest, I'm pretty amazed with Benjamin's time. Honestly, for 29 lap tires, make it 30 lap tires here in just a second. He's still running 29.7s. His best lap's a 28.3. That's only a second, second and like 5/10 off. Second and a half, I guess. However, the 29 and 84 are, okay, so the 29 just ran a 31. His best lap is a 28. And Lee actually may be coming to pit road.
Oh,
where's the...
He's having some problems.
Yeah, what happened to the 84? He goes a lap down just now.
84.
Yeah, he just went a lap down to our leader. He's actually running third.
Yeah, he's going super slow right now. He actually would drop down right in front of the leader for some reason. Is he out of gas?
You know, he 29 laps. I don't think he would be.
He cut off his engine. That's weird.
That's extremely odd.
Yeah, it sounds like he's out of gas.
I think he's out. Maybe he ain't been taking gas.
Maybe not. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't think he's been taking gas. He's still losing power on pit road. Now he's back up. Yeah, now he's just cut it back on.
What's going on? Oh, maybe he was running so, like, low in gas that he just
shut it off to save it.
Make it into pit lane.
I think you're right. I think he actually has not been taking gas.
Wow.
You know, that hurts him, though, honestly. Because he gave up so much time. I mean, he'll get back up there in the top 5, but here comes the 65 down as well. I'm surprised he did not take gas, though, honestly.
Yeah.
That's going to allow his brother there, Jeremy, to take over third. That's somebody else we might have to keep it on because of maybe he is on the same field strategy.
Yeah.
Now, he's off the pace here. Hold on. He saves it again.
I don't know what's going on. I don't understand how they're, like, getting loose, and a 46 is just acting like he's not getting loose, but we can tell he's getting loose. Wow.
That was insane. This last few laps have been a little crazy.
I bet people are not used to running Charlotte at daytime.
It is different. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, we watched, I watched the open race today, open qualifying and stuff like that. Then they actually ran the actual race during the daytime. And them drivers in that car was working that wheel. Charlotte would be fun if they ran it in the daytime. I cannot wait till they actually do it. I think they're actually running the chase race in the daytime here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for the first time ever. And honestly, that's going to be fun if it's like this. Or if it's
Better
like what I've
racing.
seen. Yeah, way better. Honestly, you see better racing when the track's really hot, to be completely honest. If it's cool, there's so much grip, and, everybody can do it. And
46
Skyler...
is getting loose. He's really slowing down. I would pit if I was him. He wouldn't lose anything.
Yeah, I agree. He's 22 seconds ahead, and honestly, I think that would force the 29 to the pit road as well.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I just cannot understand how he's saving that car every
My
lap.
question is, though, I know he's out there. I don't know how long you can go on fuel. I'm guessing he's going to have to come to pit here soon.
Mhm.
The question I'm having, though, if he can only make it, say, 40 laps on fuel, who's going to have to pit again?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's going to open the door for somebody. It may not, but, it's something to think of.
I think his lead is too big right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think, he's 27 seconds ahead of second.
Yeah, even if
Wow.
even if second doesn't pit, he'll still be in front of him coming out of pit lane.
Yeah, and the second's going to have to pit here as well soon. He can go an extra lap longer, I think. No, he can't either. They're actually on the same tire.
Yeah, if I was a 46, I'd pit because he's one of these times he's gonna.
Honestly, somebody that's may help right now is Curtis Martin. He's running fourth. He's only got 17 laps on his tires.
Oh wow.
Now, he is going to have to pit, but, if these guys have to pit one more time and Curtis can do it on one more stop, you know what I mean? That could change everything. Yes, he's a lap down, but he could get a few spots from this if they have to pit, you know what I mean? They would have to pit here within the next 5 laps for them to be able to not make it on the rest of the way. So that's something just to keep it on. I don't see him really slowing down any, Benjamin Nelson, so he's still doing a great job on staying out front and pretty much walking away with this thing right now.
Yeah. Hey Derek, if you're watching this, I did the same exact thing, so don't feel down, buddy.
I think everybody's done that
Yeah.
this race. Everybody but one person.
Yeah, and that's the leader.
Yeah. And that should tell you something.
Yeah, Derek's kind of down about what happened, but it just everyone has done it this race.
That's Charlotte in the daytime.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlotte in the daytime is so tough.
Mhm.
Like, when they run the trucks here in the daytime, I refuse to race it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is so tough. It's a tough place to drive. And honestly, a lot of the reason why is because I don't know how old the asphalt is at Charlotte whenever they scanned it on iRacing.
Mhm.
But it really is. It's a tough place to drive. When the asphalt gets hard, it's tough. Thought Vision Wilson.
I've actually been to the track and actually walked on the track, and on the back stretch there's like a really deep bump, right in the middle, and I think it's at this track too. I can't really tell.
I just want to point this out real fast. Benjamin Nelson is about to lap everybody on the field.
Oh my gosh.
He's got the second place in his sights right now on the bumper of him.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's see what the second place does. Let him by? Yep.
I think I would, honestly. Oh, 29's in the wall.
Oh, 46 just got loose too.
Wow. Benjamin Nelson has absolutely... And honestly, guys, there ain't really... Curtis now up to third, by the way. We got Jeremy Rigney. What happened to him? The 11's on pit road and has been there for a while now. A minute and 30 seconds. Currently it's been on pit road, so apparently something happened to him that we did not see.
What was his number?
The 11.
See if I can go back and see what happened to him.
I just want to point this out. We haven't really looked at Skyler in a while, so I will take a look here. Now, you can see his car. It's beat up. It's tore apart. There's literally almost nothing left of Skyler's car, of Skyler Allen, and you can see what position he is in. He's up to 9th place after wrecking out early, going all the way to the back. He's 39 laps down, but he's up to 9.
Oh my gosh, pass me up.
And And this is something, honestly, we don't see this. Now, I said this last night on the truck race. My personal opinion, Go Fast is the best league we broadcast. This is the
me
first
too.
time we've ever had this happen in this league, ever. And we don't have a lot of people in this race. A lot of it got to do. Indy 500's going on. The All-Star race happened tonight. And people's just out. So, but it's still something. I mean, Benjamin should be proud. He's lapping people that is absolutely doing amazing. I mean, he's not lapping, just easy people. I mean, you've seen Landon keep up there with him. Landon got kind of, bad luck, let's just be honest. As the 29's around.
29.
Yeah, but he is going to be able to keep it. We're staying green.
Oh, wow.
And I just want to say, with that lap right there at Benjamin ran, he can make it the rest of the way on gas whenever he pits.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Quick update on the 11. He did the exact same thing that Landon did. He spun coming out of 2 and hit the inside wall.
29 coming to pit road as well.
29.
This is going to allow Curtis Martin to take second spot away, and it will allow that. This also may let Eric Minch now be on the same lap with Lee. So this is a big run right here for this 00. If he's able to get back around in time to pass that 29 car, we'll be watching this.
I'm just going to point this out. If the caution comes out right now, it'll be Benjamin and, not Spider only, but Curtis on the same lap. That'd be awesome.
It would. Curtis would be your lucky dog, yeah. That's a good call. A good catch on that. So right there, Eric Minch able to take over third now in front of Lee Gantry. However, Lee is going to have them fresh tires. Should be able to run him down fairly quick. Maybe. Wait, is Lee actually 3 laps down? Yeah, Lee is now 3 laps down. Never mind. He's actually not going to be able to catch him for third. So that's
He's 4 laps down.
Is he 4 laps down now?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Lee, the 29.
Let me. I might have been. Oh, 2 Lees. God dang it.
Yeah, it messed me up as well.
Yeah.
So right now, guys, there's no battles. There's really nothing to really look at. There is no battles that can be made up. Honestly, everybody is a lap apart from each other. There's really nothing.
This track reminds me of like Pocono. 03's getting loose, coming out of 4. He's gonna spin it. I don't know if the caution's gonna come out.
Caution may not come out. He is going to go another lap down. This is going to allow Eric Minch possibly to get by him. Eric not able to get there yet. No, he's going to have to go back around, so he will not get there yet. Oh, he's going to have to hurt. Oh, 03's back around again.
Yeah, he spun his tires.
Now, he's still in second, though.
Oh my gosh.
Now, he won't be right here because Eric's about to pass him. And Eric Minch will take away second spot. No, I'm sorry. That was not Eric Minch. That was the 23. So, after all that, the 03 is still in second.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Lucky.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to be honest. If it's me, well, I don't know if I'd pit it. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough if you want to decide to pit or not.
03's gonna pit.
Yeah, I think I would too, honestly.
All that grass in his tires and.
The person this is helping right now is the 29. Here comes the leader. Benjamin Nelson, after 51 laps, he will make his stop.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is insane. Well, should I say 50 and a half laps? That is insane. So that's your fill run. That means some of these guys cannot make it. The 00 cannot make it the rest of the way. The 84 cannot make it. It's going to be close for him. Don't think he can make it. So Benjamin Nelson's still on pit road. And honestly, if he had any damage at all, he could sit here and take it for a good 30 seconds. And he don't have no damage at all.
Just that good done.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Jack Williams currently in 11th.
Yeah.
By the way, Skylar Allen does have a chance to actually catch up and pass Landon Lacey. I believe he does one more lap. He will take over 8th place. And
lucky.
Also, he has a chance to actually get up to 7th. Wow. How?
I should have wrecked early.
How? No, that's what I'm saying. Just take yourself out early. No, he does not have enough to make it the rest of the way, so he does got to pit within the next 20 laps. or I'm sorry, next 15 laps. But still, good for him.
Yeah, I think Jeremy Rigney just lost his internet or whatever it's called.
That explains a lot. Here comes the 00. Eric Minch coming down pit road. Now this is a good position because Curtis Martin going to have to go around before Eric gets out of pit road to take away that third spot. You see that 00 pulling into his pit box? And by the way, he actually does have a paint scheme, guys. However, Trading Paints is still messed up, so it's being worked on. Supposedly, hopefully, to be fixed here soon. But 00 going to take 4 tires, and he's going to be down and away. And Eric Minch will lose that third spot to this guy, Curtis Martin, at 03, who is battling Skylar Allen right now. Skylar, like I said, not really battling, should I say, on them older tires. But he is up to 8th place now. How about that?
Yeah, that's a good first-time spotter, so I think he's doing it right.
Yeah, not bad at all for a spotter.
I have to say, this is an awesome league, and I'm actually thinking about running it a little bit more than I have been.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm honest with all leagues, you know that. You know, I'm not going to go on the details, but Benjamin Nelson almost makes contact with the wall, but he's going to be okay. Anyway, compared to my league, I think this league is still better, honestly. Our last 2 races for my league has been great, but these guys, honestly, every week have a great show, and I am really happy with the people I met in here and the way they act. I mean, I love this league. There is some news with this league, though. There is some news coming out of this league. And this is interesting for people that follow this league, that like it. I know Glock, you and Crystal. I call you Glock. I might as well just call you Mike now. Or Mark now, sorry. Interesting thing about this league is they're thinking about adding a Cup Series league to this.
That'd be awesome.
So they'll be running Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays. The Cup League would take over Friday, I believe.
Oh, man.
Now, I'm not sure about that completely, if it's going to be all Friday. This is just something they're throwing out there in the air. So, honestly, the Cup League may be around on Wednesday.
Hopefully. I would be able to do that.
Honestly, if they throw a Cup League, man, it's going to be fun watching some of these guys race in a Cup League.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. That is a whole different ball game compared to the Xfinity car.
Yeah, I would love to maybe even have them do it Mondays. I don't know if you'd be an option of that, but that'd be cool too. Because don't you have Mondays open?
Yes, I do, actually. Well, not this Monday, because I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're watching Benjamin Nelson, by the way. I'm just going to point this out. The car he's about to lap is 2nd place, and he's going to go 2 laps down.
So,
He has lapped the field at least 2 times.
I wonder if the 46 is on that Team Ferrari racing.
I don't know, man, but he is like... And we're showing him a lot because I'm just going to be honest. He has dominated this race for 111 laps so far, the 121. But honestly, it's just insane what he's doing. Skylar Allen is making his pit stop, by the way. He needs to go about another... I don't know if he's going to have time to catch 7th. He might. He is 13 laps away. No, I'm sorry. He is 17 laps away from catching 7th. Now, there's still 22 laps to go. However, Benjamin Nelson lapping everybody like he is and as fast as he's going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be, it's going to be close.
I see how, like, the 46 is actually moving up to the top lane. He's been running the bottom lane and the middle lane a lot this race, but now he's on the very top lane.
There's not really much really happening right now. Good run for Lee Rigney in the 84 now. I thought Benjamin had just gotten the wall, but Lee's about to go another lap down to Benjamin Nelson. Lee, though, is running in 5th place. Not a bad run at all for that 84 car after starting back in 11th. So, great run for that Twisted T car.
Damn.
Especially on a tough track.
Yeah, Adam Glock Guy says hello to you, whoever that is.
Hello, sir.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, the 29's at a wall. Glock is a big fan of the Go Fast Racing League. Actually, he's not on iRacing yet, but he's going to be getting iRacing hopefully soon for him and his wife. I believe it's his wife. I'm pretty sure.
His wife?
I'm pretty sure. Because I think Crystal's his wife, I believe.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's a big fan of you too. So is LM604LM.
Everybody's a fan of me.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. You're like,
If only people knew the truth.
Thanks, Jack. That's it. You're banned. I'm getting ready right now.
Kick me off the team.
You're done. Oh, man. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, yeah, they are really good people. Known them for, well, I don't know how long I've actually known them for. Ever since I started broadcasting Go Fast was the first time I met them, so.
Yeah. They seem like really nice people.
Yeah, they're here every week, too, so that's pretty cool. Especially for somebody that don't iRace right now. I mean, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, if I didn't know what, well, they know what iRacing is, but if I didn't like race on it, I wouldn't be really watching streams or anything.
Right, I
Just
wouldn't
stick
either.
with NASCAR.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, honestly. So it's cool though. They show support. I mean, there's a couple people out there like that. You know, we got some people in the CFR Championship that does not race and it has nothing to do with it. Sponsors mainly, but you know, pretty cool.
Yeah, and broadcasting like this, you can actually like you can find new games and you can try them out. It's just really cool to see.
It is. You know, like right now our broadcast is not the greatest quality right now. I don't know what's been going on with that lately. It's happened for about the last week and a half. But to be completely honest though, man, when I first started broadcasting, I just did it for fun. You remember that. I did not think much of it. And then whenever I started to broadcast the CTV, the CFR TV, we wanted to do it for certain people, and we did it for free. You remember that. Did it for free for a long time. And honestly, like Skylar, for this league, to be honest, they seen what I did, and they liked how I did it, and they made a great offer. And honestly, I lowered them cheaper than what I offered them. He said, no, I'm going to give you more. And, I mean, that shows what kind of people that this league actually is, to be honest. And that goes with all of Lazy Days Racing. I mean, we run our own team, Center Force Racing. We have our own team. We've been a team now since December of 2015. Lazy Days has been about a team just about as long, maybe longer, I'm not sure, but I think it's about just as long. And honestly, there's not very many teams that I actually do like because I think they're always competition for us. Lazy Days is one of them teams that I actually do like a lot and have respect for. ISDC, honestly, a lot of them guys I have respect for.
Yeah, they're very, very good racers.
Yeah,
and
Jeff Newport and people, in here. I mean,
it's just awesome.
So it is pretty cool though. It's just cool who you can meet and how they, you know, it's cool meeting new people. And broadcasting is a way of meeting new people. I mean, really, without broadcasting, I wouldn't have met, you know, Mark and Crystal and their son, Bub Wilson, who I think you remember has the juvenile diabetes, and
oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you remember hearing about it, and so it's pretty cool. You know, that's how I met, you know, them guys, and through Skylar from the broadcast is by them. I met their son, who also sent us a thank you card. By the way, Bub, if you're watching, thank you very much. Again, it's very awesome of you to do that. Actually, sent us a thank you card, Jack.
Oh, wow,
that's pretty neat, right?
Yeah.
I wrote a hand letter and everything, man. I sent a picture of it and everything. It's pretty cool. So I got it right here beside me, sitting up on the computer. It's really awesome. So
that's
it's one of the coolest things. Honestly, that is one of we get paid for this. I'm not gonna lie, we do. It ain't like I'm making hundreds and hundreds because I'm not. But that goes for any league. But out of everything I've ever got, I've got stuff from SwampDust.com, who sponsors the CFR League. They've sent a package to me just because they're sponsors of us, as well as they gave stuff away for the races and stuff like that. But out of everything I've ever gotten, I think that's one of the coolest things I've ever gotten from anybody.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Like for a game, like that's
yeah,
pretty
for
cool.
a game, it's awesome. You know what I mean? So it's just something a little bit different. I know, you know, a lot of people are like, it's a video game. Yeah, but it's a video game, but really it's more than that for some people. You know, for example, Bub Wilson, who has the juvenile diabetes, we advertise juvenile diabetes. We had a donation set up. We've actually had donations for juvenile diabetes, and whatever was donated that night, we matched. I think altogether it was like $250 or something we raised, and we matched it. The Center Force TV did. You know that we've done. How many times have we done actual like not charity, but stuff for charities like Extra Life and stuff like that? We've done it for a long time. You've been with it. You've broadcasted on the Twitch Center Force TV.
Yeah, we should try to do that again on YouTube.
Yeah.
Try different things.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's our next race that we do, the 24-hour race or the Watkins Glen race. We're going to do it on YouTube instead of Twitch because, honestly, in my personal opinion, I think Twitch or YouTube gets a little bit more with it.
Yeah.
And it pops up in people's recommended and stuff like that. And I don't know what we're going to be broadcasting it for, whether it be for Extra Life Kids, for St. Jude, which we raised $200 for St. Jude just 2 months ago.
Yeah, we could just try doing like many different things. Have
Yeah,
like, different
multiple
GoFundMes.
ones. Yeah, multiple ones. And I mean, just whichever one that people want to donate to.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a cool thing. And honestly, I absolutely love it, man. It's one of the coolest things we've done.
Yeah.
Our team don't always get along. You know that.
Yeah.
They really don't. We've had our problems.
29's loose, and he saved it.
46 is out of gas, I think.
Like, what?
Hold on, yeah, he is really off the pace. He's getting back to the pace now. Let me see what happened to him. He may have spun. Oh, he did spin. Coming off 4.
First time of the night, wow.
Now, it ain't going to hurt him. He's still 2 laps ahead. Wow, Benjamin Nelson goes around. That is new.
The grass is getting his workout today.
I'll tell you. Now, it's not going to hurt him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, back to that. We're definitely going to do more stuff like that for different causes. I absolutely love that. Honestly, when I started broadcasting, I didn't think I'd actually like doing that as much, honestly. But to me, Twitch, a lot of people on Twitch just want donations. I'd rather for people to donate to actual causes than to me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Honestly, I completely mean that. I do not say that just because I'm saying it. I legitimately mean that. And I think that's one of the coolest things as a team. Like I said, we've always had our problems. But when it comes to causes and stuff like that, our team actually does enjoy doing that.
Yeah. And even if you can't donate to them, it's nice
just
to
share it and stuff.
fun.
Yeah, have fun. Yeah, it ain't nothing about donations at all. Just come out, share the broadcast because you don't know who's watching.
Yeah.
So yeah, I absolutely love doing stuff like this, and that's what I kept saying. The other day whenever me and Delaney was talking about the autism and stuff like that. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's. You would think iRacing is just for racing, but it's
much more.
A lot more. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree too. It's fun. I ain't gonna lie. It's really fun to race. It really is. But I have more fun coming into our TeamSpeak channel and actually hanging out with you guys. Like you, for example, Jesse, just people in our team. I get more enjoyment out of that than I do racing, honestly. Because sometimes you guys have me crying. I'm laughing so hard.
That's not getting in.
We're not getting into conversations, but there's some stuff being said sometimes. Ooh, y'all about kill me. Benjamin Nelson.
I can think of something.
Yeah, Benjamin Nelson about to lap again the 84. The 84's had a good race though, 5th place. I do want to mention Skylar Allen up to 7th place.
Oh my gosh.
How about that? That's amazing.
Yeah, what I'm seeing for the 46 right now, his back end is kicking out 10 times more now that he has rocks and grass in his
I'm
tires.
wondering if that's also, I was going to say that maybe he flat spotted when he was going around. It could have flat spotted the tire. You got to be careful. I mean, honestly, if he spins, it could hurt him now. I mean, he's still 2 laps ahead, but.
Oh, he's loose again. Saved it. Wow.
Boy, he's working these last few laps, ain't he?
Yeah, he needs to just calm down and.
You can see him way over in turn 3 and now 4. He's got to be careful right here out of 4.
Yeah.
It looks like he actually backed out a little bit right there in 4. I think that's a smart idea.
Yeah, he's just clipped that grass a little bit. If he would have done that in real life, there goes the splitter. Yeah, this track's getting really loose, and they need to lower some of the banking at this track because it's really curved up.
You know what I'm surprised they have not done at this track, to be completely honest? What they did at Texas. You remember what they did at Texas for this year? They widened the turn.
Oh, they did? I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
and it's wide, like really wide. I mean, it is like 2 times the size of Charlotte now. But they also flattened the turnout a little bit more. And honestly, the racing at Texas was fun to watch from this year. So it would not surprise me. They're going to have to do something to Charlotte anyway, because Charlotte right now is straight up boring. I'm going to be honest, especially at nighttime. It is not the greatest race, especially in real life. You know, NASCAR stuff. It's not the greatest watch.
Especially for the All-Star race, that's supposed to be like a very big event, and when $1 million, it should be more.
It should be more exciting. They need to do something to change it. Like we said earlier, I think they need to switch tracks.
Yeah,
I seriously do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're anywhere. Watkins Glen would be great. You know,
Tired.
throw them on a freaking. Throw them on a road course at Charlotte. You know, just throw them somewhere different. Now, they was talking about running a road course. Oh.
And the grass.
Benjamin Elson, if he's going to have to save it. Now, if he messes up here, I'm not going to say he's going to throw the race. I don't think that's going to happen, but he's going to have to be careful now because that tire is going to be even more wore down.
Yeah, he just said something in the game. Let me look.
He may have to pit, I'm going to be honest. His car is not where he wants it. This is really big. Lee has not got around him yet, but I will say that helps Curtis because Curtis did get around him. So that puts Curtis right now 2 laps down on the same lap as the 29. Now, I don't know for how long because here comes Benjamin back again. But last time he was behind the car, he got loose. Oof.
It sounded like Benjamin said, "Hit me again."
Really? Oh! He's in a wall. He actually hit the wall. I don't know what happened there. He's loose again through 3 and 4. He's wiggling it. He's going to go around.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I don't want to say he's going to throw it, but this could be one of the biggest upsets if something happens. Okay? I'm not saying it's going to happen. I just want to point that out. But it could. This is getting exciting here. Yeah, this is really getting exciting. If something happens, Benjamin spins out. 3 laps to go.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm not saying he's going to lose it, like I said, but you just never know. There's always that slight chance now. That's Skylar Allen once again in front of him.
Oh my gosh.
He's really working that car right now.
He'll win this race if he doesn't mess up again.
That's going to be exciting, though, if he is able to hold on.
Yeah. Wow.
Just to let you know, his last lap was 32 seconds. Oh, there he goes. He saved it. Holy, oh my gosh. Somebody else is around. 29's around on the backstretch. That's going to allow that's going to allow Curtis to possibly pass him. Now the 29's stuck. He cannot get out. I don't know what's happening with the 29. We don't want to take a look because we're watching our leader as we come to the white flag here at Charlotte.
Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. I think he has.
Now the thing is, he may have it won because he's still 2 laps ahead now since the 29.
Yeah, it's back in. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, he's working. You see it smoking.
Yeah.
Oh, almost into the wall.
He's only going 170 miles per hour.
Yeah, I would slow. I would just stop and just cruise.
Yeah, clutch it.
He's not going to do that, is he?
Oh my gosh. No, he's not. He's good. He's good.
Oh, yes. Out of turn 4, Benjamin Nelson wins a crazy one at Charlotte for the Charlotte 225. And second place will go to, we're waiting to see, as the 29's working out of turn 3 now and 4. It looks like he's going to be able to manage it and bring it home in second place. Back in turn 3, here comes Curtis Martin. Will get his highest finish of the season and finish in 3rd. Eric Minch will finish in 4th, I believe. Wow.
Wow, that was awesome.
That was a little insane. I'm not going to lie. That was a little insane there towards the end. All right, we'll bring in Benjamin Nelson here and get our interview with our leader. Let's let him burn the house down for a second before we bring him in.
Yeah, he well deserved.
There's probably not much tires left to burn off that car, but he's going to try anyway.
All those rocks flying off. Wow.
That is absolutely insane. All right, so let's bring in Benjamin Nelson. Hey, Benjamin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, you got to be getting a little nervous there towards about the last 5 laps.
Yeah, car was pretty undrivable.
Let's talk about that. You've dominated the race, though. Then let's first point that out. 141 laps. You lapped everybody twice, to be exact. A great, great run, as you get a little love tap there. Um, that was insane to watch that. And sorry about that. Um, and talk us through the long run. How tough was this car to drive on that long run?
It was pretty much don't touch the gas until you're out of the corner. It's pretty much what it felt like, and I never driven a car that was that hard to drive, especially right at the end of the run.
What makes you think it caused that? Was it the track temp? I mean, it was over 100 degrees. Do you think that could have been a factor?
Yeah, that was definitely not helping things, but I think it's just the setup, the way the setup is, the fixed setup in this weather. It just overheats the right rear, and it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, that is insane, man. Great run once again. Sixth win of the season. After starting on the pole, your sixth pole. Seems like every time you start up front, you somehow manage to hang in there and get the win. So, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yes, all my YouTube followers.
You can shout it out if you need to.
Scrolling in there to it. That's the channel name. And you guys for putting on such a great broadcast. Skylar Allen Sr. and Nate Anderson, all those guys that put on this great league, and everybody here for sticking around. I mean, there wasn't many people in the race, but it was still a lot of fun.
That was fun to watch, especially on the last 10 laps. Great job, man. Congratulations on holding your own air and getting the win.
Thank you, man.
Next up, we'll bring in Lee Gandry, and there he is. Hey, Lee, you got a copy?
Oh, hello.
Man, you had your hands full tonight, didn't you?
Oh, damn, this is so weird, you know. I got a hard hit on the first few laps. Then I missed my pitfalls, and I got out in front. I don't even know how I did it.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about. I want to ask you the same question that I asked Benjamin. What was it like out there on them older tires on the long run?
Definitely lose. Okay, on the M3, it feels like the car has a lot of grip. After that, it just snapped loose in the middle.
What, in your mind, what do you think could have caused that? Was it the weather temp? Was it, just a track in general with this type of setup? I mean, in your mind, what do you think that was that making a lot of these cars so loose?
I think that's the setup. The setup, I think, is like you burn up your tires pretty fast. You overheat one of your tires pretty fast.
Well, you got a damaged race car, but you still finished second, so a great run. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Thank you. Thanks everyone in Go Fast Racing for letting me in the race. I mean, I'm the only Asian who ever drove oval.
Well, that was awesome, though, man. Good job. And to be the only Asian to ever drive oval, you're apparently pretty good for a second place. So good job and congratulations.
Thank you all.
Man. All right, next up, Curtis Martin. We'll bring him in and get an interview with him once I find him. Hey, Curtis, you got a copy?
I do.
Third place finish, man. You had a rough night as well, along with everybody up there in the top three. Let's talk a little bit about your night here. Started out in ninth, which is not where you really wanted to start. Managed to finish third. Talk us through your night here and how that long run was.
Well, definitely ninth wasn't the place I wanted to be, and I knew where I wanted to be at the end. So, take that start with a grain of salt and push forward from there. Early runs were great, kept the nose clean as long as I could, and then started finding out during the runs that were ended up being like 25, 30 plus laps, the car would just snap loose in the corner anytime I give it any sort of throttle, and the right rear would just go, and it just was the story the whole night. It was 4 plus times I saw it, and eventually it came down to I was in third place with tires, and Eric Minch was fourth place with the same tires, and it was keep him as far back as I could and try to run the race out, because the last 50 laps were a challenge and the car was floating.
Now, I asked Lee and Benjamin both this, and I want to continue asking people this because I want to see if there's any different type of perspective. In your mind, what made the car that loose, you think?
It definitely felt like I was looking at the tires. The right rear tire was several percentage worn more and about 20-30 degrees hotter. So I definitely think it was a lot of heat, and eventually the tires just wouldn't grip anymore, and anytime you gave it any bit of wheel spin, the car just spun to the inside.
Well, that seems to be the word of the night is how hot everything is. So, third place, go ahead and give your shout outs. Anybody you want to say thank you to?
Oh, I want to give a shout out to my mom who's watching, my buddy Brendan, friends, family, you guys for the broadcast, and anyone that really supports me. This is definitely something big. My highest league finish outside of an all-star race, so it definitely feels good to be here.
Great job, man, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that was Curtis Martin. Next up, I want to do something a little bit different because I see we got a bunch of people right here in the TeamSpeak, so I'm going to bring in all three at once. This ought to be a little bit fun. Eric Minch, we'll start with him, then we'll just work our way down the line. We got Eric Minch, John Ronaldo in here, the 23, and who finished 4th, 8th, and is Skyler, who somehow managed to come back and finish in 7th. Don't even ask how. We're going to get to that. So I want to go through the top and work our way down, starting with Eric. All right, so I want to ask you all the same question. We had not a ton of cautions. We had 5 for 20 laps out of 150 is not bad. 13 lead changes. However, we've seen a lot of drifted, I guess you could say, through the corner. All right, so we'll start with Eric. What do you think caused all that?
A lot of right rear heat. I know that's what got me mowing the lawn 3 times.
All right, from there we'll go to John. John, same question to you.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, it was just seemed loose.
All right, so for this, we're going to go to a little bit different question to Skyler. What happened throughout your night? Let's put it that way.
My night was trashed from lap 5, 9, whatever it was. I just run in the high line and got loose, and feel bad for the 31. Ended his night. Freeman Kelly, he just an innocent bystander in that. And the rest of the night was downhill from there. The car was trash and wouldn't handle, and spun it out again and clobbered the wall, and not a fun night when track's as hot as it was. I don't know. Not a lot of fun driving a damaged race car around trying to pick up spots.
That's true. But I just want to say, you are still finished in 7th. Is that a little bit, are you a little bit, I know you're not happy with the way your car and stuff like that was and the wreck and stuff like that, but are you somewhat satisfied with finishing 7th, you think? I mean, you was 5th in points, but you managed to finish 7th. That's not too bad of a finish for considering how bad it could have went.
No, not really. I know I had a better car than 7th. Definitely feel like I could have been up there battling with Lee Grandy or Curtis Martin for 2nd, and just drove over my head and ended it early.
All right, so Eric, I want to ask you a question as well. You was actually 3rd in points coming in. You don't have a win. You're currently, this was actually your 3rd top 5 finish of the season. Are you happy with bringing it home 4th? Do you think you could have ran a little bit better with certain circumstance, whether it be the weather change or something like that?
If I didn't mow the lawn 3 times, I really would have been up there with Lee.
All right, John, this is not a bad run for you. Are you satisfied with how you finished? I mean, 8th place, I know that's not the greatest spot with how many drivers. I mean, 16 drivers is not a bad turnout at all, to be completely honest, about half the field. Are you happy with where you finished, or do you think that you kind of left a little bit out there, during that run or during this race?
It's hard to tell. I didn't really get a good feel. I lost, 46 laps down. I think I wrecked my car on lap 6, so
right.
I didn't even get into it. But mine was a little different. I was racing outside of Austin for about a lap and a half, and somebody up ahead of us got sideways on the inside, and that's what made me push it a little harder than I wanted to on the outside. Just I wanted to make sure I got by him, and that's when my car snapped loose and went in and hit that inside wall. But considering, I'll take 8th for sure. But yeah, that was tough tonight.
All right, so I want to ask y'all one more question. points right now. This was race number 10, I believe. Are you satisfied with where you finished tonight in points? I don't know exactly where you're going to be after this race, but are you satisfied?
They're up now.
They are up now. Okay, let's see if we can actually get them up real fast before so I can just update everybody as well to let everybody know where they're at. So as this updates, how important are points to you right now, Eric and John and Skylar, all three? How important are they, coming in to this race?
Well, for me, I'll say that points are a little more important here than they are in, say, the Truck Series. Just because I feel like you're going to be able to point your way into the playoffs here. I don't feel like you're going to be able to with the, the Truck Series. So overall, I think that it's pretty important, and to leave here still in fifth feels pretty good.
Okay, John.
Yeah, what am I in seventh in points? I think.
You are seventh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. I didn't have a whole lot of expectations for any of these leagues. This is, my first time at a lot of these tracks and these cars. So, just knowing that with my work schedule, I was going to miss a lot of races throughout the season. Points have never. I just want to finish well every week that I come out and race is all.
Now, Eric, just to let you know, you did move up actually one spot in the points, so now you're up to second. So, how important are points to you right now at this point in time, with it being 10 races?
They're very important.
That works. That works pretty sweet and short. I like that. All right, so we'll go like this. Anybody you all want to give a shout out to or anything like that? And y'all can just answer whenever, by the way.
I'll just shout out to Lazy Days Racing, of course. And then I want to give a shout out to you and the rest of Center Force TV and the fans for sticking that out for this race. It was kind of a crappy race tonight. Not the greatest show that we've put on. Probably one of the worst we've put on this year. So definitely a little disappointed with how this race went this week. But we'll be back at it next week, and we'll have a much better showing.
All-Star race next week. That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun.
No points, no nothing. We've got a little bit of prize money trickling in after some other issues, and I think that as we move forward, we'll probably pick up some stuff this week. And it's no points. It's all about having fun.
All right, John, Eric, y'all want to give a shout out to anybody as well?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to thanks to LDR, CFR TV, Skylar, Nate for putting this league on. It's really evolving into something special. So yeah, that's it.
All right, Eric, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Yeah, I'd love to say thank you to you guys at CFR for broadcasting. Everybody at Lazy Days Racing. My wife, who's sitting in the other room, for letting me do this. First of all, Skylar and Nate.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, so by the way, Nate, if you're watching, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully the R word stays away from the track tomorrow. We'll find out. But anyway, so with that, we're going to go ahead and get our final thoughts. Jack, you was in here most of the race with me because what happened to you as we pop the results up on the screen as well. Jack, what's your thoughts on everything tonight?
This was actually a very good race. Track was a little loose, but lots of good racing tonight.
Yeah, I know they said, I know Skylar, I understand they're not happy, and they said it was their worst race, and it may have been. Like I said, I'm always honest with it. It may have been their worst race, but 5 cautions for 20 laps is not that bad, let's be completely honest. And I'm always a fan of broadcasting this league. Like I said, it's the best league we broadcast, I think. So it happens. Stuff like that happens. Definitely no big issue with whatsoever. Benjamin Nelson dominated for the most part of the race. It got interesting there at the end. I thought Lee may have had a chance there towards the end. But you can see the results. Um, and there is 11th through 16th. Jack Williams does finish in 11th. Skyler was able to actually battle back up and finish in 7th. Mitchell Briggs finishes 12th. Eric Spencer finishes 13th. And Freeman Kelly managed to finish 16th on last place right now. All right, so that's going to do it for us here tonight, guys. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:55, CFR Championship Round 3, race number 1 of that round for the chase. And then, yeah, that's it. Follow us on Facebook.com/CFRTV. Make sure you go check out these guys at GoFastRacing.us. Links in the description. Jack, you have a Twitch as well that you broadcast on. Fireman Gypsy.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, I ain't gonna say it. Jack does broadcast. You can also check him out on Center Force TV sometimes on Twitch, and he's broadcasting on there as well. So he's got some pretty cool stuff sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to give him too much credit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. Or Jack, you got anything else you want to say?
Drive safe and get her done.
Wow.